And there is still a very high risk of further radioactive material from coming out. From the Fukushima number 1 nuclear power plant, a 20-kilometer radius has become an area for evacuation. Most of the people have evacuated from this area. We need now for everybody to move out of the 20-kilometer radius from the number 1 plant. And in areas from 20 to 30 kilometers from the power plant, depending on what happens at the power plant, we would like to ask you to remain indoors, at home or in your offices. We would like to ask you to remain indoors and avoid going outside. For Fukushima number 2 nuclear power plant, already people have almost all evacuated from the 10-kilometer radius. Now we are requesting that everybody move out from the 10-kilometer radius from the number 2 plant. We are making every effort possible so that no further explosion or no further leakage of radiative material would happen. And the people at the power plant are carrying out operation to inject water to cool the reactors, despite they are putting themselves in a very dangerous situation. So in that sense, we hope that we can avoid further radiation leakage. And I would like to ask the nation, although this is an incident of great concern, but I request that you act very calmly. With that, I would like to end my request and message to the Japanese public. You have not talked about the number 2 reactor. I believe the number 2 reactor is in a serious situation. Rather than talking about each individual reactor, there are several things happening at these power plants. So we are looking at the total picture in planning our response. So rather than talking about each individual reactor, I have talked about the whole picture. I believe reports on the individual reactors will come from
This is Khan's speech.
なんか今変だと思ったの。
どうして?
Evacuation area wide.
Yeah. Oh.
でも he said to.
There are some people that were not evacuated.
Number 2がプロブレムでしょ。
Yeah.
カンセットナンバー4って言ったけど今。
I think it means there are problems with all 4.
間違ったんじゃないの？来年が春に。
についてでございます。
4
4号炉については、現在火災が生じているという状況で
お
ございます。
お、じゃあ
こちらの
悪い
原子炉は震災発生時において休止中の原子炉でございます。しかしながら
スタートファイヤーナンバー4
Oh, oh, oh,
い
yeah.
つ
そのものには、いわゆる燃料等はございませんが、使用済み核燃料がこの大きな意味での4号炉の中にございまして、そちらが
They, number 4 has already stopped long
Yeah,
time ago,
yeah, yeah. So it's not like
but
Chernobyl.
水素が発生をして、いわゆる水素の爆発、
but
これまで1号機、3号機
なびっくりするじゃんもう、なんだ缶が間違ったと思ったんだけどね、違うんだ。
Maybe both of them made a mistake.
現在燃えておりますのは、その1号炉、3号炉の場合は上空まっすぐに吹き飛んだものがこう内側に、崩れてといいますか、
Ooh.
燃えているという状況であると推察をいたしているところでございます。なお念のためでございますが、核燃料その
Ooh. Sheesh.
Well, hydrogen is being generated, so we assume that the radioactive substances are also being released.
Oh, that's great.
Number 4 reactor is no more housed in the outer building, so it seems that the substances are coming out from the number 4 reactor. We are doing making utmost effort to put off fire, and also still continuing to cool down the number 4 reactor. With regard to number 2 reactor, a sound of blast was heard this morning. It was 30 minutes after the incident of number 4 reactor, that was around 6:30 a.m. today. As for the second reactor, the hole was observed in the number 2 reactor. So we've been saying to the public that there's very little possibility that hydrogen explosion would occur at number 2 reactor. This happened when I was holding a press conference this morning. The part of the suppression chamber seems to have caused the sound of blast, and a little amount of radioactive substance is assumed to be released to the outside.
And it is said that a smoke-like stream is seen from the number 2 reactor building, but probably the damage has been found where hydrogen and water come to contact, and I believe that this steam could be hydrogen. And so I am informing you based on what we've heard right before this meeting. So 1, 2, and 3 reactors, water injection operation is continuing. And so far, for all 3 reactors, water injection is continuing smoothly, and we believe that cooling is effectively done. The next problem will be how to maintain this cooling, and also we need to deal with that issue as well as the fire in number 4. reactor. As for radioactive material and the radiation level, some time has passed, but as of 10:22 a.m., according to the monitoring that has been done at that time, between reactor number 2 and 3, 30 millisievert, and at 3, 400 millisievert, and at reactor number 4, 100 millisievert were the values that were monitored. Rather, they were all millisieverts, the figures that